Right now, I'm just talking to y'all about what I wanted to talk to y'all about. So, you ain't gonna hear what I got to say. But yeah, I'm thankful to God that He woke me up today and He let me skate and do whatever I gotta do. Like that. Do me and be able to come skate. Cause yes, I do that a lot, but I'm a spiritual being too, man. I'm not just. I don't limit myself to one thing and put myself in a box. We're limitless beings in the spiritual enlightenment, and the true definition of enlightenment. That's how much you don't know. I realize in life, y'all, you gotta be so focused on your success that it scares you, man. And you almost gotta be obsessed with your success, man. And it's gonna scare you because you gotta face things about your spiritual self that you wouldn't understand until you go through it. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a test, and people are gonna test you and tell you to do what they want you to do in life, but don't trade your life for theirs. Don't listen to people if you wouldn't trade your life for theirs. But not only that, we gotta come to a place of peace and calmness in the world, you know what I mean? And just, know everything's in our mind, and what we attract is based on how we think, Just like how that just happened. I could be like, oh, what happened? But I take accountability because everything is about what you think. Don't react. And I can't stress about talking about how as above, so below. How you feeling inside is what you're gonna attract on the outside. That's just basic spiritual law. And what you think will show up in your life, man. So you gotta, enjoy life and love it. Make peace with people, bro. If you're in the wrong, then forget people, period. Because we all here to grow. We all here to grow, and we all here to grow. So that's why I've been outside, just doing my skating, focusing on me. It's not personal right now, y'all, but it's personal to me. I held myself back so many times. So now, it's not personal, but I gotta do what I know I should, and that's to keep grinding and keep hustling, keep skating, keep creating. Be creative. That's the message for today, man. Be creative, because I ain't gonna lie, what I've learned with skating is so amazing. The things you can do on a board is just crazy to even think about, and it made me feel like I was actually good at something. So, and it helps with my confidence. So whatever you guys are good at, whatever you're good at, do it. And don't let nobody tell you that you shouldn't, because God gave you that gift. But it also will free you, man. When you do what you want to do, man, it frees you, man. Let me be more specific. When you are living your purpose, which is loving what you do, then you're living your purpose. How to find your purpose is to love what you do. What do you love to do that you would do that you wouldn't get paid for? What is it that you would do that you don't get paid for? And you gotta understand, that's how it goes and it rolls, you know what I mean? Like I said, back to the topic, how can you find your purpose? And like I said, you find your purpose when you do when you, whatever you love to do, that's your purpose. That's how you find your purpose. So let me say it again. Find your purpose by whatever you love to do. So it could be playing guitar, video games, skating, whatever it is. But you gotta understand and do that and build the confidence to do it. And you have to also work on it, of course, you know. But yeah, man. Little tips upon the spiritually enlightened. Spiritually enlightened. The true definition of enlightenment is knowing how much you don't know.